Good morning. Time to rise and shine for lark and sunshine and a brand new episode. Paper Mario Thousand Year Duel. Now, per usual, well, actually, I want to get this first. It's back to the Trouble Center. Although I could have just started it from here, but I just wanted to show that off. That Luigi's books will be coming into that only store. Sure, let's talk to ST. We were just there. And yes, we actually got that book she's requested. And actually, we're gonna need to store some stuff. Do that. 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 And that. Hey, you took on my trouble. Well, it's really important, so listen up, Mr. Klutz. Ages ago, there was a great legendary chef named Maitre D. Lesh. I applaud. I applaud. Rumor has it you instantly become a better chef by reading his book. Unfortunately, it's an old book that's hard to find. Stores don't carry it. But I recently heard that someone who used to live in Creepy Steeple had a copy. There are many secret rooms in Creepy Steeple, so it's moldering there somewhere. I just have to get my hands on the book. Well, yeah, we have that book. Not really something I would have because I've never liked mushrooms, but I like honey. So yeah, we can now cook with 2 ingredients. And now, one of these troubles I will do a bit later. It's this one. And we're gonna head back to the mayor's house in Twilight Town, so I'll catch you there. Alright, we're in Twilight Town at the mayor's house. Mario, you accepted my trouble request. My. Now that's something. I hope you deliver the silver club newsletter routing slip to the great tree elder. I used to bring it myself, but the zip is really growling at me. Would you take it for me? See you there. well... Actually, before we do that, I'm just going to show off this little area. Got a star piece. And was there something in the water here? Yes, there is. We got soft stomp. Execute superbly to make enemies soft. Now, we haven't talked to this person in a while. Let's see what I can afford. I have 19 now. Oh. Yes. Quick change is an absolute get. Now, I would get Peekaboo, as I normally do. But just this one time, I won't get it. Peekaboo is Goombella's tattle without the tattle. In other words, Peekaboo already lets you see the enemy's health bar without having the sarcastic and snarky description that Goombella gives said enemy, pretty much. Well, hey there, Bartio. Are you here to listen to me pontificate for a spell? Wait, this is a Silver Club newsletter writing slip. You came here to give me this. Right, that's fair, isn't it? I'll ask you the fountain bath. There was nice, I recall. Well, this slip needs to go to Petalburg. But my hernia is acting up. Say now, could you take it? You see a theme here. We talk to the old people. They complain that they have a problem about them not being able to move. AKA, ask the main character to do something for them. Come on. Buffy, what can I do for you, young man? The Silver Club approval slip. From the Puniel, that old so-and-so. That reminds me, the super blood pressure gauge I bought her from her was great. Since I'm the last one to sign it, it just needs to go back to Twilight Town's mayor. Hack, got the titty. He has a cold. See you back in Twilight Town. Hello, Mario. Did you deliver that last newsletter writing slip or what? The mayor of Petalburg has a cold. Well, tarnations and diddly dang it. Oh, but you brought this back with you. Why, thanks. You are a lifesaver. Oh, and before I forget, here's your reward. We Silver Clubbers have been going strong for 20 years with our slogan, Age? What? We discuss longevity, secrets, and the like, you know. Maybe you'll join us in 20 years. Alright. Let's go to the door. We're not quite at the door yet, but there is something I want to show. If you get hit, you get sent back to the beginning. We get the spike shield. That makes us, well, be able to hit. That lets us jump on spiked enemies. And another little handy one, but I feel like that one's more situational. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut these cinematics till the, well, edit out the cinematics to the map, because it's the same cinematic aside from this.
Oh yeah.
That was written in Peach's email. The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the power of the crystal stars to resurrect it. How bone chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. Well, what have you found? This is rather long, so you best listen well. Are all of you ready? You in there, in front of the TV. You listen up too. Maybe I'm missing something. Are you talking to no one? Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in the book may well refer to this demon. He says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood in this very area. It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster. And that is the thing, used the power of the crystal stars to control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. But only the beast's physical form is destroyed. Its spirit cannot be eradicated. So then, the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. From this, I gather the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I might be coming down with a sore throat. It seems that who wills the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or for good. Eh. I guess we ought to consider not collecting them. It would be awful if we found them, only to have them stolen for evil purposes. Does anyone think it might be better to destroy them once and for all? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the destiny in your door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years, power to keep the doors sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact those goons want the stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the Diva's return, even if their plan fails. According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keel Hall Key. Oh. I'm not too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff: vengeful spirits, false hatred, evil curses, things like that. Sure, the sea salt's down in the harbor. You should head there first. Sorry. Trying not to yawn. The one person we want to talk to is this person. So Podley is the guy that runs the inn. And we have Luigi. Two birds, one stone. Let's go. Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Hey, sounds good to me. Which part of my story do you want to hear, bro? Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy, they give to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that it was the only thing to do was to enter the race. Sorry, while I adjust my headset. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The cars were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course I wanted to get right out there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. And my race day finally came. I got one of the best carts, the big green one. I took my position in the start line. The light went green and I stomped the accelerator. And something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green one was rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. He took the piece off the trophy and added it to the compass. The compass came to life and pointed me toward a Jazzafres town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry spoken by your voice. I'll most definitely save you. Just wait for me. Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So, after I got back on my boat, came back here to Rogueport, I've been new with them. And what do you want? Ah. Who, me, you ask about? Ah, I am called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader. The richest man in Rogueport. Monetary wealth gives me freedom. Yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more? Ah. What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance, you say. Ah, I suppose one does need some romance in life. What other sweet, delectable fruit can make so many wonderful pasta sauces? Ah, no, foolish Flavio, not Romas, you silly man. I need is romance. Wait, hold the horses. That is it. Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of the pirate treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills, emotion, and even money. Now, I know oh, sorry, never mind. Do you not know the tale of the Pirate King's treasure, hidden on Keelhaul Key? Ah, well, tales say that this Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot. But not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek! It is because of those rumors that people no longer go to Keelhaul Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I'm Flavio, trader extraordinaire and billionaire, sailor of the seven seas. You forget billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Genius. What is that you were saying? You were also looking for a treasure here in Rogueport?
Oh.
Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like this in this dull, unproductive town. You cannot believe each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no! Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keelhaul Key. You swine! You mean to steal my treasure out from under me, you awful, awful man. Well, you used a double negative, so you called me a great man. Well, now I am confused. You are looking for things known as the crystal stars.
Oh, yeah.
But now that I'm thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I can sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... Ah, stop such thoughts. Flavio, what you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keelhaul Key. course, the crystal star is yours, yes. But the rest of the treasure is mine. Huh? You must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship. Ha 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 ha. You unfortunate foolish man, do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you will be captain. Ah, danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. Oh, I didn't talk to you. Yeah, I'm Torque. Don't think for a sec, and don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair cost. Alright. Hey, buddy. You weren't here earlier. Pleased to meet you. Your acquaintance. Yes, so it is you. Ah, well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul. Don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty. She is a savage beast on water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah, yes? Did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem then has sprung up. I completely forgot about it. The SS Flavion, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now here is the real problem. The waters around Keelhaul Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio! Heard you talking there, sir, if you don't mind me saying. I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. Salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him in the seas of late. Buzz a boom! Problem solved. Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Mario. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery, bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. So, there's been a house in here that we've never been in. For some reasons. Well, Well, that's the only reason. Well, that and Yoshi. What do you blokes want? You seek Admiral Barbary? Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere. No, away with you. You found someone who matches Barbary's description but claims he is not him? Strange. I would ask someone who is knowledgeable about the neighborhood about this. Admiral Barbary? Yeah. Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Oh. And Revolvery, I have the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please. Drop the axe, Super Stash. We already found out you're Admiral Barbary. Harumph! What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator and you want me to do the job. So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea, nevermore. But that's just not cool. You want to see me bang or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get in safely to Keelhaul Key. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no. What's the next move, Chief? This salty June is going nowhere fast. Can't figure this guy out. What's his deal with the ocean anyways? And back to the end we go. You say Barbary won't go to sea, huh? Well, I can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Barbary back on the water? Oh, is that it? I see. You want to merit an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not all Barbary, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Barbary's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. In that case, get ready. Barbary's tale of woe goes something like this. Barbary was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now Barbary was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Barbary's return. And Barbary, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could. Always good, for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus, passing cold, no one knew, but it soon turned serious. Barbary at sea, on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Aubrey, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was so overcome with thoughts, they tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He's never gone out to sea since. Gee, what a downer, because it's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know a sail now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. We got an old letter. The letter Scarlet wrote to Barbary on her deathbed. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Barbary a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you, she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him, so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Barbary in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Barbary. Listen, Bodley, thanks a ton. We'll deliver the sick. You feel better, okay? Let's roll.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Let's go get the sea dog. His sea legs back. What? Oh, by Blobberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet? This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Barbary. Although my life was short, it gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are the one with the sea as you are the one with me. 1,000 pardons. But may I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe? Bound for Keelhawk here?
Oh yeah.
Rumph! If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Barbary, yes! Well, before we do that... Now, yes, he is with us, but... The ship's in the harbor. I must inspect her before I leave. I shall meet you there. Yeah. Let's upgrade Vivian. then you may go. She now gets Fiery Jinx. It attacks all enemies, sets them on fire. You know what? I will check those mails. Check those emails in just a bit. Actually, let's go check those now because I'm just about to end it. Oh, not you. Yes, hello to you. I am Bob Bulber. I've been able to forget that savory hot dog flavor. My taste buds are sweating in anticipation of your next spicy visit. By the way, have you heard dried bouquets are not flowers that have withered and gone? They are actually flowers that have had the clocks of their lives adjusted to tick just a little slower than normal flowers. I hope you will take the time to stop and smell these flowers. In fact, I would like you to come visit me again with that mentioned item. No. Hi, Mario. How are you? I'm good. No, very good. No, great. Lots of stuff has changed here. Oh, but not the elder being man of my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going to someplace far away, like a place nobody's ever been? Wow, that'd be fun. I'm jealous. Well, if you ever come back here, you have to come back here and play with me. Okay, you have to promise. Now, I don't know if I said this before, but I really thought we would have had a puny come alongside for the rest of the journey. Even though we got a flurry. Anyways, that is it for now. Thank you for watching. If you subscribe to Sunshine, then you will have sunshine all the time. Good night.